tried paint brushes, but they just burn up. This is a handmade item. Just the handle is forged, and then I make leather lace, and it's just wired on there. Now the leather brush, so it's basically a leather paint brush, and it works very well for the wax because the leather will take the heat of the metal. It will eventually wear out and get too stiff to use, and at that point you just put a new head on it. And I will be having these available for sale in my shop, as well as with replacement heads that you can put on any that you do buy from our shop. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use mine. It's not as pretty as this one. It was out of scrap metal, and it was the first one I made. But this is the one that will be on sale on the shop. So what I do is first I heat the section that I want to wax in the forge. Now, we want to be doing most of our heating at a black heat and at a high black heat for black. If you want a finish of a gray or a brown, you're going to go at a lower temperature when you're doing the wax. What I like about this process that I came up with, it allows you to pick what you want. If you're too hot, the wax just burns off. If you're too cold, you're going to have a gray. If you want, all you have to do is keep heating it up till you get your flat black and allow the wax to burn on. And I found that this flat black, going into this process, has also chipped less when you do custom stamping with lead. It doesn't all the time. Sometimes I still get chipping from the wax, so it's gray underneath after I stamp, and I have to re-wax. But it's a lot less than my earlier processes. So I like to work with melted beeswax. So I have a pot next to the forge that is usually melted by the time I need the wax. And we'll see if we're not quite at a red heat. And I don't want red, I want a high black. But this tip cools off very quickly. I usually start with the thin areas first. As you see, we get really good smoke. Now that's too hot. It's actually burning off. But I'm using very little at a time. If you do too much by dipping and then letting it sit, a lot of times you tend to get the glossy black. Now if you miss and it gets too cold and you're not getting your flat black, you can just heat it up in the forge. Preferably not to catch it fire, but they will if they're too hot. And I found that if you dip your metal in the wax at too high of a temperature, it will catch fire a lot more and a lot faster than with the brush. That's the other thing I liked about using this brush, is if it's red hot and you just dip a little bit on, it will burn off and not catch fire. And you can just keep doing that until you get the right color that you want. And then you can let the rest burn on and wipe off the excess. So I'm going to get a little bit of excess on here. My tip I want a little bit blacker, so I'm going to heat it. If you are in a hurry, you can hit your fan and hold it higher. Being this is a video for YouTube, I don't want to, it takes too long for me to download. I don't have high, we live in the country, so we don't have real fast internet. And so it's on there. The process that came up to be able to make this a consistent process is I put excess on, and I lightly just dab off some of the excess. This also works with later on, your wax will become contaminated with coal dust, and it leaves that on here. So what I found was when that junk is left on, I could lightly brush it off, leaving just enough wax to burn on the rest of the way. And if you will look at the tip closely, we have a nice flat black color that is going to burn on. For time, I'm not going to go in and do this entire stake turner, but I do have some examples over here that with this brush on process, and it is sometimes longer to do this process than it is to say just dip it and let it cool. But what I like about this process is two things. One, if you forget and you have a whole lot of excess wax and it cools completely, you have to heat it up a little bit to wipe the excess off. When I'm done and I come to these pieces right here, if you if I forgot to wipe them down before they totally cooled to get excess off, they'd be sticky. These ones, they were at this color before they were totally cool. So I could let them cool, and if I forgot about them to clean them up the rest of the way, it didn't matter. The wax was completely sealed over the metal, and I didn't have to wipe them off. They were not tacky, they were not sticky. And this process has allowed me to be able to go back to 100% beeswax, and I use very little. I get probably about